Okay, somebody asked me the other day about the reason why it takes so long to write the first book, but once you've written the first book, a lot more can follow after that. It's a lot easier to write more books after that. And the reason is because you can't see the outcome. So when you're trying to write your first book, you've got all these doubts in your mind. You've not got the same energy you've got as when you've actually written your first book. So you've got all these doubts about, can you finish it? Are you good enough? Are you going to sell any copies? Is it worth it? All these kind of questions come up in your mind when you're writing your first book. But when you've written your first book, you now know that you can write a book, and you can write it much quicker after that. You can write your second, third, fourth and fifth book much quicker than you can your first book. It took me 27 years to write my first book because of lack of confidence and because I just didn't believe I was a good writer. But it comes a lot quicker after that. So it's the in-between space, it's the energy of believing in yourself as a writer that's missing when you're writing your first book. Now imagine this. Imagine if you got a publishing contract, you've got a brilliant idea for a book and you've got a publishing contract to write that book. Imagine how you would feel leading up to getting published. So it takes about 1.5 years, 2 years to get a book published with a publishing house, and once they've given you the kind of contract to write it, because of all the edits and stuff that go on. But imagine for 2 years you know that your publishing or your book is going to get published. You've got the deal, you're going through the edits and stuff like that. Imagine how you feel. Your energy is on a totally different level. So this is like magic for your soul. So your energy is on a totally different level. It's like if you kind of knew you'd won the lottery, but the money's not going to come in into your bank account for 2 weeks. What kind of energy would you have? And what kind of things would you attract in your life if you had that type of energy? You're on a whole different energy level system. So your frequency of energy is totally different from what you've got just now. And that's what it's like as a writer. So your level of energy as a writer, your frequency of energy is totally different because you don't know that you're going to finish the book, you don't know how it's going to be received and stuff like that. But once you've finished the first book, you go, oh, it wasn't as bad as I thought. And you now know the kind of how to write a book, and from there on in becomes much easier. So the point here is, imagine you've written the book already. Feel what it feels like to see the book in your hand. Feel it in your hand, smell it. I love smelling books, I don't know why. So imagine that, and then you get into that frequency of energy to actually be the writer that you need to be.